You got to ask yourself, what am I failing to see? You got to ask yourself, why do I keep on doing the same things? And it's really, you may do many different things, but why the same energy? You have to say, what am I being used? Am I a person of purpose or am I a pawn? My sympathy goes out to you, it does. And I'll tell you why. Because you have an opportunity to be able to grow and to live your life with purpose. And simply enough, you chose not to. It's rare. Divine Spirit is telling me it's rare for an opportunistic person to not see a real deal. It doesn't matter who you hire. You have to say, it's like, the magician is the magician is so interesting that they plant the seed of a seed of a seed of a seed. So you really think you see one person, but you're not really seeing the whole picture. You're seeing one picture, but it's a distorted picture, and you have that opportunity to see the whole picture, but you just decided to see a distorted picture because of your anger and lust and passion to bring pain upon others. What's so interesting is that you put so much on others, but you don't want this to come upon you. I've always thought that a person that stalked someone, it's like, how do you stalk someone? Because you yourself try to stay hidden. So a person that tries to stay hidden means that they don't want to be stalked, right? Do you see what I'm saying? And everything that you do, you don't know by now that seed time and harvest always comes through? You don't see that seed time and harvest is dedicated and loyal to Divine Spirit? You don't see that your karma knows who you are? You don't even know yourself. And that's the sad part. Again, blindness is your disadvantage. I could pull out the cards, and actually I was thinking about doing so, but I think Divine Spirit just wanted me to give you this message. Let's see, because like I pulled up and it said repent and believe. And it confirmed what Divine Spirit was telling me, because the reason why they do so much is because part of them really wants to see. Is it possible? Can a person really be loving and kind? Can a person really take so much and not do anything back? Is there really people like that in this world? Well, let me go and do this. And let me go ahead and do that. And let me do this. And let me do that. Surely this person will break. Surely this person will crack and go ahead and snap. Surely this would be the one thing. If I continue to spread rumors about him or her, if I continue to stalk them, if I continue to get people together, pay people, have people loyal to me, if I continue to do all of this, maybe this will be the one thing. Divine Spirit was telling me that the karmic, especially that does this, they don't even know who they are. One minute they're this way, one minute they're that way. They're more committed to the divine beings than they are committed to themselves. And in the bouts of being committed to other people, they themselves have been committed. The question you need to ask is, especially when you send out death, the question you have to say is not if, but when. You see, because the more you take someone's energy and the more you especially utilize your energy, this is from you. You're utilizing your energy to bring forth death upon other people, bringing forth depression upon a person and his or her children. For what? Because you don't want to see? It's really what it is you're refusing to see. So when you're refusing to see, you don't want others to see. Misery loves company. And they don't really care what type of company it is. You're so far gone that you do so much because you want money in your life. But you don't realize that you're utilizing your money as an ingredient to someone else's success. How come you don't see that? When you mess with their car, and then you tell on yourself, that lets the divine beings know what they're dealing with. It's not so much just about what divine spirit and archangels and ancestors are telling. It's also about what you tell on yourself. And your action shows. It's not about actions that you did last month. It's actions from today. It's actions from 2 seconds, 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 2 minutes ago. And that's the sad part. But you're so egotistical that even when you watch, you see, divine beings are, I'll tell you a little something. Divine beings are so in tune that they pay attention to everything without paying attention to everything. They see your presence even when you are swallowed by so many people. They see you. They feel your energy. And what's interesting is you're providing the training zone. So you put on the pressure, but because of what you're doing and all your gang of people, you're actually making the divine beings better. When you block their finances, come on, you're not even, are you in tune with what's going on? So you block the finances, you block loving relationships that should have taken place but hasn't, it's slowed down. You block friends, people, you block their social medias. You do so much. You make it easy. You make it easy for the divine beings to be in excellence. Because there comes a time frame where, you know what, divine, I'll just tell you, because divine spirit says I can say it now, that because it's too late. The thing about it is that you yourself did not look into your role in this divine being's life. You didn't. You and your, I don't know why I was going to say stank of friends. But the thing about it is that you don't see it. Just like Lot's wife. She didn't see that she had an opportunity. Okay? She had the opportunity of being saved. As a matter of fact, she was in the midst of being saved, but she just had to look back. You were in the midst of being saved because the divine beings were praying for you. As you spent your time and your energy, you want to know why you're able to wake up in the morning? It's because the very person that you wish death upon is praying for the one day that you wake up and you see. But you take it for granted. See, you were, and each time you had the opportunity. You have to say, why am I waking up in the morning? Wow, why am I able to breathe the breath of life? Wow, why am I able to eat? Wow, why? You don't ask those questions? Let me tell you why you're still alive. It's because of countless of prayers. It's because you've been pardoned countless of times. You and your flock of friends. That's why you don't understand. You know, it's like a foggy day. Visibility can go but so far. That is you on a regular. Constantly in storms. But the thing is you always chase after them. I'm not sitting here and gloating, but we're coming to a time frame. Do you know what time frame we're in? Do you know about the money system, the very things that you're fighting for? Do you know that that's going down the drain? Do you know that when you put blockings and they don't have friends and family and, you know, you come and you utilize energy, do you not realize that you are helping the divine beings to stand on their own in the final hour? Again, blindness is your disadvantage. Do you understand that the very thing that you are afraid to be without, you are causing? Let's see what comes through. I don't know. But you're addicted. You're addicted to pain. You're addicted to pain, putting it upon others, and you are addicted to feeling pain. Feeling regret. Let's see. Here we have rejection. This is something that you fear, but each time it is something that you utilize. It is the seed that you plant over and over again. What is this? Gossip. Whoa. Something that you do. What's next? Insecurity. Whoa. So here we got insecurity, we got gossip, and we got rejection. Here here we have a person who they have the, see, this is what I'm saying. You don't see that you have the gift to create beauty. But because of the fear of rejection, you don't realize that fear is coming against you. You think you're using it as a tool, but it is a tool that is used against you. It's preventing your growth, preventing you from releasing. It's preventing you from enlightenment. Here we have this gossip. It's because of insecurity. You utilize trickery. Here we have impartiality and wisdom and creation and balance. These are things that you're not going to experience. What's so sad is that this was in store for you. You were one that was supposed to have impartiality and wisdom and creation, be able to create beautiful things and have balance in your life. Being able to follow after your intuition. Having certain cycles dissipate so that you can master and be your higher self. Not distorted, but your higher self. Where you won't be a victim anymore. It's in reverse. But what's going on is you're riddled with guilt. And your life is bittersweet. Let's see, prayer. Here we have prayer and mysticism. Here we have destiny and self-worth. Here I see lemonade. So you could have taken the lemons from your life and made lemonade, but understanding that the magic is within you. It's your destiny. So much that you did, you ended up not being able to understand your worth, understand the throne that you were meant to be on, understand that, I don't even want to continue because I don't think I want to tell you what you're missing out on. Here you have grief, gratitude, abundance, forgiveness, despondence, completion, and faith. These are things that you are missed. And this is why you're in grief. You had an opportunity to bring things to an end, but you kept on going. And you kept on believing in lies. And the more spells you did onto the divine beings, the more spells were being put onto you by the very people that you quote unquote trusted. But you only trusted them to a certain degree. It's so sad how blind you are. You came against love. You traded in love for lust. And your presence is seen. Nothing's amiss. You have to say, how come the divine being is not utilizing her energy to send me pain? You even want the divine beings to show you pain because your real fear is rejection. I once did a reading a long time ago where the divine masculine, the karmic masculine decided to let go because they couldn't fathom actually having a love in their life that actually only loved them. Finally coming to a point of knowing what it feels to actually trust someone with both eyes closed. To actually know how it feels to be satisfied and not used, neglected. You see, the thing about it is that you fear rejection. And it's so twisted that you would you pray on the divine beings so that way they can show you a feeling that you can gel with. And that's sad. Because the only energy that you feel worthy enough to experience is hate and sadness and pain and lust and frigidness and drama. And that's why you continue on in that same energy, because it's something that you know deep down inside, you feel that that's all you're worth. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Doesn't matter how much people you know. Doesn't matter how much eloquent of a talker you are. You don't see much about yourself. And because you don't see much about yourself, you fail to see what you let go. You fail to see that you even let go of yourself. And that's why that bittersweet card came out. It is bittersweet. So, yeah, nothing you do is hidden, but you have to say, why am I allowed to do it? You're not even in gratitude. Because divine beings are sending out prayers. They're hoping that you actually, you're blessed so that you can go somewhere else. Divine, I know, I speak for myself. I say, why do they linger? And the sad thing is the reason why they linger is because if they're not doing it, then they're totally out of the picture. But you're regardless, you're out of the picture regardless. And it was all because of your doing. So karmics, have a beautiful and wonderful day. It's too late now. Don't try to change and don't try to do anything worse, because you may not wake up. And I'm not warning you, because the prayers have stopped. And even when you speak behind closed doors, you are heard. Every wickedness you speak is heard. And you can mess with people's cars. You can put spells. You can continue in that energy, but it's only going to come back on you. And if anything, that's why divine beings know how to stay out of the way. Because they know that it's going to show up at your address. And there's nowhere where you can hide. Because karma knows who you are.